What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today we are going to talk about the Super Pockets. Yeah, I got that one upside down. But yeah, the Super Pockets. I'm not going to go over both of them. Mainly what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank the games, the library, the ones that are already built in. Now, today we are going to talk about the Taito or Taito, however you want to say it. This has 18 games built into it. I am going to make another video, and I'm going to go over the library on the Capcom. But like I said, today we're going to go over the Taito. 18 games on it. I do love almost everything about these things. There's a few games you can pretty much play almost every cart on it. There's a few games that I don't recommend playing on them just because of these shoulder buttons, but other than that, these are like really good little devices, and it's a good starter if you are new to like the evercade ecosystem. If you're just dipping your toes in the water, this is the way to go. These run about $60. The other negative I have to say about this, a lot of people bitch that the screen is too small. Well, they're Super Pockets. They're supposed to be small. But the other thing I do have to complain, though, is I wish it had button mapping, because I like to use this A button for jumping, and a lot of the games are the B button, where, on the VS and the EXP, you can map them buttons and get them the way that you like. But overall, I do really enjoy these, and I've recommended these to quite a few people, and they've been pretty happy with them. I still like these things with the couple faults that it does have, but how do I like the built-in library? Now, this is the one that I was really excited for, because I didn't have any of the games that were on this library, where this pretty much has, all the games that are already built into the EXP. So I was going to get this regardless, but this one I was really excited for, and I like the color scheme better on this one than I do the Capcom. I don't know, this like greenish blue, almost like a turquoise and a black. I think it has a really cool color to it. So I am going to go through all 18 games, and I am going to rank them. I am going to start at 18, which I think is the worst game on this, all the way down to number 1. Now remember, you don't have to just play these games. You can put an evercade cart in here and play whatever you want, which is really awesome. So I don't want to go too long on this, so let's dive into this, because there are a lot of games on this. 18 games. Let's start at number 18. Let's go. So these are the games built in: Bubble Bobble, Kadash, Check and Pop, Don Doko Don, Elevator Action, Football Champ, Growl, Kiki Kakai, Liquid Kids, Operation Wolf, Puzzle Bobble, Roston, Space Invaders 91, Fairy Tale Story, Legend of Cage, The New Zealand Story, and Volfied. Now, since the Super Pocket screen is so small, what I am going to do is I'm going to show you gameplay on these games, courtesy of World of Long Play. That way you get a better view of these games, and you can kind of make the choice for yourself. So let's dive into this at number 18. So at number 18, we have Puzzle Bobble. I absolutely hate games like this. This is kind of like a Candy Crush or Columns. Not really a Tetris, but yeah, I just don't like games like this at all. I think they're extremely boring. If you like them, good for you. I think this game sucks, so it's at number 18. At number 17, we have Bullfight. Now, honestly, this took me a couple minutes to figure out what exactly I was supposed to do, and when I did finally figure it out, I was not impressed at all. The sound effects are kind of cool, but other than that, the game is just awful. Really stupid, something that I'm never going to go back and play again. At number 16, we have the Fairyland Story. Now, I've been pretty vocal about how I cannot stand single board platformers this and Bubble Bobble and just shit like this. I just don't like this kind of stuff. Snow Bros, that's another one. A lot of people love them things, but not for me, man. It's a hard pass. At number 15, we have Chack and Pop. Here we go with another single board platformer. Can't stand these things. Fuck this game. At number 14, we have Don Doko Don. Man, Taito, you're killing me. Keep these damn single board platformers away from me. I was not impressed with this game whatsoever. At number 13, we have Football Champ. Now, I'm not a soccer fan, but if you are a soccer fan, you might enjoy this game because it doesn't look too bad, like in the look department. It doesn't control bad or anything like that. It's just, I'm not a soccer fan, so yeah, I had to throw this at number 13. At number 12, we have the classic Bubble Bobble. Now, again, another single board platformer game, but this is one I can actually tolerate for more than 60 seconds, so I gave this one a little bit of a break and ranked it at number 12. At number 11, I put Kiki Kai Kai. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I never heard of this game in my life until I bought this Super Pocket. Now, this game isn't real fun, but it's not horrible either, so I'm not going to say it totally sucks or anything like that. At least it's not a single board platformer. At number 10, we have Elevator Action. Now, I used to love this game back in the 80s, but it's one of those games that just hasn't really aged that well. It was a lot of fun back then. It was fun revisiting it, but it's nothing that I go back and play too often, but it's not a horrible game at all. At number 9, we have the New Zealand Story. This is another game I've never heard of until I bought this Super Pocket. I have mixed emotions about this game because at some parts it's kind of fun, but other parts it's kind of blah. So, not a bad game, but not a great game either. It's average at best. At number 8, we have Liquid Kids. Now, this is another game that I have never heard of, so this is the first time that I ever played it was on this system, or handheld, I'm sorry. And it's something that I wanted to like because for some reason it kind of reminded me of Kirby, and a lot of the Kirby games are really fun, but it was just missing something, so it wasn't that bad of a game. It was enjoyable, but not great. At number 7, we have Operation Wolf. Now, I loved this game in the arcades, but that's using a gun at the arcade. It doesn't really translate well onto a handheld or a console when you're just moving around a target. I just don't get a lot of enjoyment out of it, but it was still Operation Wolf, and I loved it at the arcades, like I said. So, number 7 it is. At number 6, we have Legend of Cage. Now, I remember renting this game on the Nintendo all the time back in the 80s. I used to love this game. It didn't really age too well. It's nothing special, but it did bring back a lot of memories, so I had to rank it kind of low. So it was fun going back and revisiting this game. At number 5, we have Kadash. Finally, a game that I think is above average. Nothing great, but it's something that I did have a lot of fun playing. I'm not very good at it, but it was still fun. It had a good challenge to it. And hey, again, it wasn't one of those single board platformers, so I appreciate that. At number 4, we have Space Invaders. Of course, I'm going to rank this pretty decent. This is one of the games that started it all for me, so I loved going back and revisiting this. Granted, this isn't the Atari 2600 version. I still had loads of fun playing it. At number 3, we have Space Invaders 91. I remember playing the hell out of this on my Sega Mega Drive. you really can't beat upgrading Space Invaders, adding better visuals to it, and actually putting some music behind it. So I had a blast going back and playing this again. At number 2, we have Rastan or Rastan. I'm not real sure how to pronounce it, and I really don't care how you really pronounce it because I used to play the hell out of this game at my friend's house. I believe it was on the Sega Master System, and I absolutely loved it. So it was fun coming back and playing this again. It's obviously kind of cheesy looking, but it was still loads of fun to come back and play. And at number 1, we have Growl. This is an arcade beat 'em up, and I am a sucker for arcade beat 'em up, so it was an easy choice to put at number 1. I had all types of fun with this game. I've never played it previously to getting this handheld, so this was a joy. I absolutely loved playing this game. So there are the 18 games ranked, my opinion. Obviously, you could tell I wasn't real impressed with this library at all. That doesn't mean that I don't recommend getting these things. These handhelds are, they're affordable, and it's a great way, like I said, to dip your toes into the evercade ecosystem if you're new to it. This just doesn't really have the best library on it, and I was kind of bummed about that. But I'm still glad I bought it because I like the color scheme, and I do love these little handhelds. So the next one that we are going to go over in another video, will be the Capcom library on this Super Pocket. So let me know what you guys think of, the list that I have. I'm sure not everyone's going to agree, but that's okay. We all have our own opinions and preferences when it comes to games. It's obvious, anyone that knows me, I wasn't going to rank a single board platformer real well because I'm just not a fan of those kind of games. So nothing against these Super Pockets at all. I just did not enjoy that particular library, and that kind of bummed me because it was something that I was really looking forward to, was this Taito, man. I don't know, or Taito, whatever. So let me know what you guys think of the list, or how I ranked it. Obviously, every Taito Super Pocket has them games on it. So let me know what you guys think of my rankings in the comments section. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next episode, game on, everybody.